Hey everyone, Andrew from Fantasy Aid here, and I'm just going to give you 5 quick takeaways from the first 2017 draft. We streamed on Thursday. Before I start, I want to say a big thank you to Fantasy Sports Anonymous for joining me. It was nice to have Tom, and you can check out their channel, Fantasy Sports Addicts Anonymous, or go to their website at fantasysportsaddicts.com. I also want to thank JD for streaming with me, James joining in on the end, and of course Centennial Eye and Barry, good subscribers of mine that also joined. I had a lot of fun. It gave me a lot of insight. I'll be making more videos on it, but these are just 5 of the takeaways that immediately jumped out to me. First, outfield sleepers are plentiful. I didn't have a written down list, but I had guys in my mind that I was looking for exactly where they went. Benintendi, Josh Bell, Hunter Renfroe, David Dahl, and David Dahl actually went pretty early. He went in round 8. And that's partly because of how good he played last season, but also Fantrax had him ranked very highly, which made him go sooner. Benintendi went right after him in round 9, but then the other guys, you had to wait a little bit a while. Renfroe in 14, Josh Bell in 15, Kepler went all the way around 22. So this doesn't mean you can ignore outfield early. This is just saying you have great options later in the draft to round out your team. So the second thing I noticed, the middle round should be used for high upside pitching. Get an ace early. Number 1 aces disappeared really fast. I got Lester as my number 1 ace in the draft, which was nice. But there's a ton of good options. Now, I'm scared of Felix Hernandez and all the innings he has, but he went in round 14. And if you're taking Felix Hernandez in round 14, there is no risk at all. Stroman fell all the way to round 19. Blake Snell went in 22. Matt Harvey went in round 15. So it's not just the young, unproven guys either. There's older guys that people are kind of scared off of. Adam Wainwright went in round 18. These are guys that you don't want to draft because you're scared of them. But if you get Wainwright in round 18, there's absolutely no risk there. Third thing, no hype for Giolito. I went into the draft, it's been very recent since that Adam Eaton trade to the Nationals that sent Giolito to the White Sox. And I thought with recency bias that Giolito would be a little bit more hyped than he was. He fell to round 22, 276th overall. And that could be a combination of a couple things. He's going to a rebuilding team, the White Sox are rebuilding. They're not going to have a great lineup. And also he hasn't proved anything yet, but we're talking about the former number 1 prospect and still a huge prospect. So if he falls that late in as we get closer to the season, it'll be a very interesting pickup. Now, obviously, it's going to be interesting to watch him in spring training. If he does great, he'll go way up in the draft boards, but as of right now, very good value. Number 4, these were 2 guys I was railing against at the start of last season, Andrew McCutchen and Chris Davis. I wouldn't draft them because they were overvalued. I turned out to be right on both, and now it seems to have flip-flopped. People are really scared off of him. I actually drafted McCutchen in the 6th round, and Chris Davis fell to Tom from FSAA in the 7th round. And we're talking, and this isn't even a 3 outfielder league. We were mock drafting a 5 outfielder league, and they fell this far. If that trend continues as we go closer into January, February, I feel absolutely comfortable taking either of those in the place they went. So it's going to be interesting to watch because I feel like a ton of people are just shying away from them, and it's really noticed in their draft values. Number 5, second base dries up super quick. I neglected second base in this draft, and I ended up having to take Josh Harrison in round 17. And while it's not the worst thing in the world to have Harrison because it'll give you average steals, but there are a couple I just regretted missing that I waited too long on. I had my eye on Devin Travis, but he went in round 16, 1 round before I was taking him. And I think one of the best grabs of the early rounds was Matt Carpenter, who went in round 5 to James from at Cubby Knoll. So I was going to take him in round 6, but I should have gone for him in round 5, especially with the eligibility. Carpenter's nice. So don't neglect the position. Pay attention to it early. So those are just 5 quick takeaways I had from Thursday's draft. Again, thanks to everyone who participated. It was a lot of fun. Hopefully we can draft again soon. For Fantasy Aid, I'm Andrew. Thanks for watching.